Here we go. Now I got it figured out. There. Finally got that all cleaned up. How are we all doing on a Monday? Bunch got delayed. I haven't seen that yet. Have not seen anything about that yet. So a bunch of them got delayed. Did not know that. Actually, these aren't from Justin. These are new ones. Yes, Bush Clash tomorrow. So this is, I might do live stuff after instead of race reviews. I might just do live ones because they're a little bit more fun, maybe. But these are new ones, brand new ones that just came in Friday and today. I was out of town all weekend, so I didn't get to do any of the Fridays. All of them are new except for one. One I have from a different area, but I have all of them coming in. Or they all just got here within the last couple of days, shipping-wise. So we're gonna get to take a look. I think I got a grand total of like 10. So not many, but enough. There's the screwdriver. All right. Well, I think it's time to get rolling. I can't sit here all day. Yes, NASCAR's the Clash tomorrow. That should be interesting. I don't know. I think the road course is going to be a little more boring than what we used to get on the restrictor plate part, but it is what it is. Yes, there are a lot of customs of Carl Edwards. I got something better though, and I'm going to show one of them off. This isn't even the ones that were pictured. So the first four, I'm going to just quick show off. These are actually ones that came in late last week. These customs might have the most detail I've ever seen. So this here is a Jeff Gordon Indy or Brickyard 400 win Elite. Got a yellow antenna up top. Look at that. Look at that neck restraint. There's a sponsor on there, and you can really see it. I'll try to get as close as I can on the left side. If you look inside, I gotta get better lighting than that. Let's try doing it this way. But you can see the sponsors in there. Right there. So you got sponsors on the dash, and we got sponsors on the side. This is super, super cool. And that is probably the best part about these. Some of the braces and tethers aren't in there anymore, but at the end of the day, you do get really good cab detail with the Axalta and Sprint logos in there, which is really cool. So yeah, I mean, you look underneath here or in here, no braces or tethers. You do still get the upgraded engine detail, so it is still better than that. And then underneath, actually, it's been lowered, but it says Brickyard there. So it is a really good detail. The other one that's like this, the other two don't have as much detail-wise on the inside that I can tell. The Kansas one probably could have just been left alone in terms of the dash, just because maybe it was left alone. Let's see. Nope, braces and tethers were still cut, so I'm not sure if they had to change something on that one or what happened on that part of it. But yeah, the Kansas one, there's nothing really on the dash, and then here, there's another one. So we've got, no, not the Dover one, whoops. That's the Dover one, though. That's a paint scheme. The Martinsville one from 2013 also has a sponsor in there. You can kind of see it. It's hard to get a good view at without decent lighting. But, yes, it does have an AARP wrap around the headrest. So that's pretty sweet, and that's why I picked these up. So I decided I'd rather have, I'll sacrifice the braces and tethers part and the inner cab detail worth it. So plus they're half off because there was no boxes, so totally good with that, you know. But anyway, let's get on to the new ones. So the first one I'm going to look at today is one that showed up Friday, actually. But I wasn't able to get to any of that because obviously I was going out of town. So, but this is the only one that's not a brand new release. This is a few years old, but still a very, very, I mean, everyone should know this is a pretty good car when I show it. So this one here is a 2014 Jimmie Johnson Texas race win from the Red Vest car. You can see it's got all the pieces with it in there. And you get it pulled up here, and there's our car. So the 2014 Texas car has a shredded tire. You can see it's all dirty down the left side there. Now over here on the right side, dirty as well. So this is great. Big number, bright red car. Pretty unique there. And if anyone doesn't know what race this is from, this was the race where Brad Keselowski
he cut Jeff Gordon's tire and they got into it in the pits. So that was a pretty big deal as far as this race. Because I mean, if I'm honest, if Jeff Gordon doesn't get hit in the pits by Brad Keselowski, he might win the championship. I'm just thinking he might have. I think he would have had a really good shot to win Homestead.
All right, we'll get that one put back. But yes, that one will be on the review. Oops, it's the wrong way. We'll have this one on the review plate for the next week or so. All right. So let's start with the Plan B cars, or the Circle B cars, or the ones, you know, the non-elites. There's four non-elites, and then we got the elites. All of these will have their own video, so I'm just gonna do quick stuff, just quick overlooks on them. But this one here is the Harrison Burton 2020 first win in the autographed edition. Actually, I think it's the only one they made as well. So the Dex imaging car. Somehow Harrison Burton landed the Xfinity ride with no truck wins. Is what it is. He did okay. He got better as the year went on, but I think there are more deserving drivers, Moffitt, that could have done well in Xfinity. You know, just saying. Yes, Trackhouse's schemes are fantastic. They have done a great job. He had 4 wins. Oh yeah, that's right. He won a lot. He won a bunch of them here at the end of the year. But yeah, so I did not know that. Look at all the Gatorade, all this car. I did not know that was there. It's kind of dirty on the front. But for the most part, the main thing on this one is the Gatorade stuff. It's all orange, so that's new. I did not know it was like that. Look at all that Gatorade up there, and then also over here as well. But yeah, there's plenty of Gatorade there. A little dirty, not too bad on the front. I thought it was gonna be dirty, honestly, for a Fontana car. A little bit on the back, on the rear side. Looks like he shredded this tire here. Is the other tire shredded? No, just left rear is shredded on this one. But good looking car, so gonna be a good one to get to take a look at. I'm not even gonna pull it out of put it back in the box because I know I'm gonna have to do a review on it soon. All right, next one on this list is gonna be Brett Moffitt's Plan B Sales autographed truck. This was the red truck that he ran at Charlotte. Gragson is the new Kurt Busch. How would that be?
I think I do think Gregson's got a lot of talent. I think he's actually outperforming what that 9 car did. I mean, realistically, you look at last year, he was one of the best junior motorsports cars most of the year. So I think he's good. We'll see what he does at Daytona. But here's the Plan B one. There you see the signature over there on the left side of the windshield. But it's the 1980 something Silverado look. So you can see the little flames and stuff down there, and then around to this side, same as thing. But I think this is the first number 23 truck I got from Moffitt this year. So there's a couple more coming, but this is the first one to go in that list. So get to add one more to the list that'll go in there. But I don't know. It's an okay paint scheme. Definitely not as good as his Johnson throwback or tribute, whatever you want to call it. But that car is going to be much better, just because it's. I mean, how do you not have it be better? So let's see. Doesn't want to sit next to it. Can it sit beside it? There we go. Having trouble running out of space already. All right, next one on the list. Let's see. Am I gonna have Chase's championship car? Do you even have to ask? I mean, you know, do you? Yes, I will. I will have actually both Phoenix editions. I will have the Championship Elite with the logo on the roof. And then I have every finish of the Phoenix win coming. I'm not going to keep all the finishes, but I'm going to do a review on all the finishes so you can see. But this is the Truex car, or truck. You guys actually saw this as the group I got from Justin, but this is the autographed edition that I had on pre-order, so that's one of those Plan B trucks to show up. So I do have an extra one of these that will be hitting the eBay page here in the upcoming days. That I'm back, everything's going to be thrown off a little bit, so I'm going to be off as far as when the eBay stuff goes live, but it'll be all right. Especially with the Daytona 500 this week, right? So yeah, that one is the Ryan Truex car, and that is the last of the non-elite. So everything else after this should be elite. 1983 throwback to Brett. Yes, I was going to say, I knew it had to be the owner. It was Brett. Was it Brett or Brent? I think it's Brett. Is it Brent? I think it's Brent. Brent Powell's truck from 1983 Silverado. So yes, that is the scheme that is modeled after. Wanted to get the Penske 7 car since I'm a Ricky Taylor fan. Way too oh, Penske 7. You guys got to be talking IMSA, don't you? Because I don't know what that is. Pick to win the 500. I actually have Ryan Blaney as the one, I think. NASCAR iRacing is live. Yeah, iRacing is a... I've played the iRacing. It's alright. It's not bad, but it's... yeah. Alright. Oh, I just put this big old box. It's like, I don't know, 20... No, what is this? Is it 24 inches? It might be about 24 inches. 24 inches by 15 inches. So, a pretty good sized box. Blaney might have a breakout year. I thought last year, frankly, he was poised to have a breakout year. But he just had horrible luck all year long. So, I think he's definitely poised to have some good success. Lionel needs to sponsor a Hendrick car. Lionel needs to make sure they can get their diecast quality up first and foremost. Then we can worry about them sponsoring race cars. Don't get me wrong, I would love to see it, but man, they got some work to do. Pick for the 500. Maybe it's Kyle Busch's year to finally get it. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind Kyle Busch getting it either. I think he's one of those guys that would do really well. Yeah, I think that's the thing. These sponsors need to use their drivers more in their commercials, because you think about it, you're spending all that money and then you don't even use them for like commercials and stuff. Like, it works good for NASCAR too when they promote their own drivers. All right, so the first one I pulled out, this is the Kevin Harvick Indianapolis win. I'm just gonna pull all the boxes out though, so that way I can get them out, because there's tons of peanuts in here, and they are not gonna fare well if I start trying to shake this all up. Oh, we got a Brad K. Bristol win. Gosh, I got reviews going for a week now. I won't even have to use any of those. A Denny Hamlin Homestead win. Let me read off the rest of this list. I think there's another car in here. Oh, everyone's going to love or hate this one. This will be a very polarizing one. I think everyone knows what that is. The All-Star car. That also could be a polarizing car. We'll see. What's this one? That's definitely a polarizing car. And this is the one, well, it shouldn't be the last, but it's one of the last greats. Okay, got them all out. As I've been talking behind this box the whole time, so. Okay, now I've got them in a nice tall stack beside me. So I'm not going to show my list or anything on here, because it has all my address and information, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So I've got 7 cars next to me. Spam a number, or not spam a number, pick a number between 1 and 7. First guy to answer wins. One and 7. Who's got it? First number I see is the one I'm going with. 5. 5 it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are looking at the Denny Hamlin Homestead win first. Problem is I didn't stack them smartly, so I had to dig to the bottom of the stack here. But 5 was the first number that at least popped up on my chat. So if yours was earlier, it did not show up on mine. So this, I think there's one more Denny win coming out this. Actually, there might be 2. I think they're making the Dover win. So Denny's actually getting some wins made this year out of nowhere. Wow. All right, well, let me show you something else. Look at this, Lionel. See that white thing? That's the winner sticker. Just literally rammed in there. So that ought to be interesting. Have to flatten that out. Yes, I do have the rally car, but it is not, the elites are not out yet. Oh my gosh, is it? Yep, it's just stuck in there. So there's the nice elite sticker. That's a little unfortunate, but once you stick a sticker on something, it flattens out, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but a little annoying nonetheless. They are not making his Pocono win. I did not see anything about his Pocono win. I don't even think they offered it, frankly. So yeah, they're making Dover and Talladega is all, I believe. All right, so let's see. Oh, pretty good detail there. Pretty dirty up on the front. Let's see, right side. Yeah, pretty good. This has got some good dirt on it. Homestead put a good race together. Look at all that. So white car shows it pretty good too, but you can see there's a decent amount of dirt around this car. So not a lot of like raced up marks, you know, like big tire marks or anything like that, but still pretty good. DIN is 96, so that's our Homestead car. All right. Let's see. Let's do some questions quick. Yes, Talladega looks like it's going to be real good. I saw a render for it today. It looks like it's going to be pretty darn solid. They made Harvick's Pocono, but not Denny's. 2020 Dega Elite. Yes, I got a notification they have shipped. I have 2 coming because one's for my sister. She gets all Blaney's wins. Yeah, Matty D. He drove his heart out, but he didn't quite get there. That's a long ways away if Chase Elliott will be the GOAT. That's a long ways away. Hamlin got the 500, Darlington, Homestead, and Dega. Darlington, Dover, Homestead, and Dega. Okay, that makes sense. Because I've got 500, Darlington, and Homestead so far, and Dover and Dega are left. The set is out? The Pocono? Are you talking about Michigan? Because Denny Hamlin's there's no Denny Hamlin Pocono. Unless you're talking his rookie season. Otherwise, if you're talking like the sweep set, I have not seen those yet, but I've seen they're supposed to be coming. When's Elliott's Bristol? I don't know. I think that one got pushed back again because I have yet to see that one. Ooh, his rally car with the cutoff wreck. That should look interesting. Matty D's Dega car. Yeah, I think they got to have it a little more raced up than that too if they're gonna do it. Passing the torch set. Yes, I do. I have that one coming. Denny didn't win Michigan. No, he did not. No, when I said Michigan, the Michigan set was both Harvick's. They're doing an actual set box of those. When's Truex win? Next week. I got a notification that one should be done or should be in within the next week. So that one should be coming. All right. Once again, number between 1 and 7 that isn't 5. And I'll pick the next car up. 1. Wow, you're fast. All right. That was fast. Which one is it? This one right here. Somebody was on that. It's like you knew it was coming. You literally answered it as I did it. I'm pretty sure there's a delay. That number's not between 1 and 9, Ronald Reagan, but once again, nice. What Elliott wins are coming out? Well, they got all his wins coming, but the Bristol's the one we're just kind of waiting on at this point, and, you know, it should have been relatively soon from what I know. By the way, number 1 is going to be the Matt DiBenedetto throwback car. So I'm pulling that out right now. And there's a thing called the Triple Threat with this, where they have all the Wood Brothers signing it, and then they also have the car. But I like Elites too much, so there's the Matty D Elite. You can see there it's got Tiny Lund on the door. Yeah, motocross there, but man. The cream color instead of white looks really interesting on this car. My gosh, is that a massive paint? Look at that. Is that a massive chip or a flaw or something? Yeah, it's a flaw. Oh, Lionel. One of these days they'll get it figured out. No, they won't. So yeah, you can see right there on the 1, there's a big old flaw. It's like, I don't know. Well, let's see. Is it bad anywhere else, or is it just something I'm going to be stuck with? I don't tend to return if it's too easy to fix. Those are supposed to be like that, so we're good there. Hood's a little iffy around the edges of the hood, but not too bad. Yeah, it's just that one thing, so pretty small in comparison. Dang, I still wish they had done a better job, but, you know, it's Lionel. But still, solid-looking car for Matty D. I do like Lady's throwback car this year. I thought it was pretty solid. I thought Chase Elliott's was one of my favorites though. It wasn't even close for me. I love that Lowe's car from 2009. That was one of my favorites. Well, Wood Brothers. All right. Wow, you're spamming 4. I haven't even asked yet. But I really want to show off number 4, so I'm going to do it. I'll let it slide this once. Yes, I have seen it. The left rear of Cindric's car is blown out. It's going to look amazing. I cannot wait for that one. And it's the first Cindric car I'll have. So this is an Elliott car. Number 4 at least. What was the dropout? I think it was the red. I might be wrong on that, but I think it was the red. Oh my gosh, another one? Come on, Lionel. I might be about done with these guys, man. All right. Let's see if that's clean up or if that might just be clean up.
There's a big, 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 big smudge on the roof of this car, and I'm trying to. I think it's working its way out when I kind of rub it. Yeah, it's coming out with a. It's really annoying though. It's like clear coat defect. Anyway, here it is. This is the Team Rubicon car for Chase Elliott. So this is the newest addition to the Mountain Dew set. I'm one car short of having them all, though. I still need to get the 2016 rookie car that he ran at Martinsville. I think it was Martinsville. But, no, it wasn't Martinsville. It was earlier than that because he had the playoff banner. But anyway, the 2016 car is the one I still need. But this is fantastic. You've got the green camo along with the green stripes, black numbers all around. Man, shame Mountain Dew's not sticking around, man. These are awesome. And then he's got 2 winter stickers, so it was after Daytona. I think it was Dover, and I think he got a very short race out of this. I'm pretty sure it got like knocked out in the first 10 laps or something. But yes, so this is fantastic. This is gonna be awesome. Any new Kyle Busch cars? Not from 2020 yet. I have his Win coming, and I think that's about it. So, not a lot of Kyle Busch coming this year. I did have his Xfinity car, so I did have that one fairly new. But yeah, this camo car is fantastic. So one more new one for the Mountain Dew set that I just did a Sunday special on like a few weeks back. So that Sunday special is outdated, but I'm not going to redo it all right now. Got to do some original content, right? No remakes. All right, I'm running out of room here. I got a lot of cars to go through yet. My eBay listings, by the way, the eBay listings are probably ending right now. Yeah, they are. They should be all ending within the next hour or so. So hopefully I didn't cause anyone to miss any of them. Let's see here. Oh yeah, number. Who's gonna get the next number? 1 and 8 or 1 and 7. Next number. 6. Somebody got it. Number 6. Number. Wait a minute. What the heck did I do? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 6. There we go. Okay, yeah. For some reason I was reading it wrong. There's number 6. If you're just spamming numbers, I will even reward you for your dedication. Kenseth, if they made a Checkers the Wrecker set of that Kenseth Logano, like together from the crash in Martinsville, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I wouldn't even hesitate. Oh, that's not good. What just hit the ground? Something just fell out of the box. Why did something fall out of the box? Where did it go? I gotta make sure I don't roll over it with my chair. Lionel's on a roll today, boys. Something hit my leg on the way down. There it is. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh boy. Let me tell you about Lionel, ladies and gents. This one comes custom with no window because it's fell out. So Lionel's doing its classic thing. My gosh, are there going to be any of these that are like in good shape? This car is fantastic outside of the window missing. But you can see the right rear bumper, the left rear bumper all crunched up. That was actually one of the cooler parts of this car that I couldn't wait for. The front was a little cleaner than I thought it was going to be. I thought with this being white, it was going to be a little dirtier on the very nose. But the hood, I mean, look at the hood. So the hood looks like this, and the nose looks like this. Like literally not a speck on the nose. That just seems weird to me. It's almost like they didn't look at it. But anyway, then on the right side too, you still get marks all around the right side. So another Bristol car. Bristol cars always seem to do a pretty good job. You can see we have the tall spoiler instead of the short one because Lionel refuses to put the tiny bit of little extra effort it would have taken to do it right. Yeah, I don't know. It's unfortunate, but is what it is. I can't fix it. One of these days, if I ever do get into making these things, they might be more expensive than Lionel, but my gosh, they're going to be better. So anyway, let's see if that window can get back in there while we're at it. I think this is the right way to put it, right? Yeah, that's the right way it goes. Nope. Alright, so it almost went back in. Make sure I'm putting it in right. Alright, well, it sat in there, so I don't know.
It's sitting in there again, but yeah, it seems like I got it in there, so I don't know. Again, classic Lionel, right? Just scored a Christopher Bell 2017 autographed truck, 100 made, exclusive from KBM for $70. Good deal, man. That's a heck of a... I picked that one up back in 2017 when it first came out from KBM because I thought it looked really, really cool. And I also picked up the Gregson at that time and got both of them in the autographed edition. And that Gregson is worth a freaking fortune right now. I don't want to say a fortune, but that is a very popular car, that Noah Gragson switch truck from that same year. But the Christopher Bell one's pretty good too. Logano. Wait, what? You must be talking to someone. Easily Logano. I don't. Wait, hold on. Oh, gotcha. Who hates more, Logano? Yeah, it's hard not to say Logano. I mean, Logano has literally just always somehow been, like, the one at the head of all the issues. Like, Brad's not really had any feuds with Chase. Logano has. You know, fan favorites and all. Just seems like that's just more prevalent, so. Got a Jimmy Johnson 2016 champion car with no box for $50. Nice. Is it the one with the logo on the roof? Because that's a cool one to have for his 7th title. Because it even says 7-time on the back. All right, found a good score for a Denny Hamlin Daytona 500 2020 for $59. ARC or Elite? Because I think they're new at $55, but maybe they've gone up. I didn't know. What's my most wrecked car? The Dale Senior crash car, easily. That car is just the most crash car ever. Yes, the Majeski in liquid is absolutely gorgeous. Let's see. 1997 flip. Yeah, that's what it was. 1998 is when he won it. So, best NASCAR driver nickname. Man, Junebug's a pretty good one. The one that Waltrip gave him for Junior. That one's pretty nice. But Wild Thing, Kyle Busch is another one. Those are two pretty good names. What cars should be made into Checkers or Wreckers? There's a lot that should. The problem is getting the sponsors to sign on and agree with it, because I would love to see Matt DiBenedetto's Bristol car from 2 years ago. I'd like to see the Elliott pair to the Showdown, even though I have a custom of it. Would like to see Martin Truex Jr. raced version of 2018 Roval and Johnson, a pair of those cars. Basically just iconic moments, really. It can't just be a car. It has to be an iconic car. It has to have has to show something. Like, you know, the Gregson car was good because it finished second. The Elliott car, we remember that more than the winner of the race. But it's got to be an iconic moment. You can't just have a car that's wrecked, but nobody remembers it, you know? Best raced up championship car. The best race championship car is probably still, let's see, 2016 maybe? 2016 or 2017. Those are both pretty good. First time catching me live. Man, you must have had some bad luck. I've been live a few times now. Oh, you got to get that Gregson Martinsville. I had one custom made for my sister, and I will never get one. I want her to have one car that's unique to her collection and hers only, at least compared to mine. So, all right, hey, number between 1 and 8, or 1 and 7. Let's get to the next one. I see 7. 7 it is. Okay, number 7. I'd like to find there's one more part to this that I need to have, but I don't know where I put it. What can I say? It's a mess down here. I don't know where it went. We'll find it later, I suppose. Let's see. Do I have it laying in here? They get put down in... No, they didn't go in there. They didn't go in there. I don't know where those went. I'll find them someday. It'll be in the review, so don't worry about it. But this one is another Cup race win. Well, they're all Cup cars, but this is a race win. All right, here we go. All right, good. The winner sticker wasn't all folded up. This is Kevin Harvick's Brickyard 400 race win. This paint scheme is absolutely gorgeous. I would have gotten this paint scheme regardless, but the fact that he won in it just made it easier. Not that there's a ton of race detail on it. You can see there's like a little bit on the front, very little on the right side. I mean, there's a tiny bit over there, just a very small amount. And then DIN is, what, 645? And then very little on the left. So pretty darn clean on the tire, I suppose. But otherwise, this car's really clean. It's all about the paint scheme. But I also do have the event pin for this. So this one, when I do the review, will have the event pin with it as well. But a really, really good looking car. So I can't wait to show this one off in the full video. Said I can't give you guys too much, because if I show you too much of the car, you won't watch the review video. My analytics showed me that, but that's okay. I like giving sneak peeks. Someone that's willing to tune in on a Monday night, that's dedication. So I accept it. All right, I don't want to put that there; it might tip over. All right, I only have 2 left, right? I've done that one. I've done that one. No, I haven't done that one. I've done that one, that one, that one, that one. Okay, yeah, 2 more. Now, we have 2 choices. One, raced in an all-star race, so it has the numbers. And the other is no driver on it. There's no driver name on this other car. So you can pick either the all-star or the no driver. I see 2 all-stars. 3 all-stars. Looks like all-stars are winning so far. 4 all-stars. 6, 7, 8. Looks like everyone wants the all-star cars. Oh, finally, one of the others. But unfortunately, you're outnumbered. You're getting outnumbered badly. All right, here we go. Yeah, the all-star car is going to win. All right. So we all know Chase Elliott won the All-Star race, but there's a clean version of his car available out there, and I did not get it because I wanted the race win instead, which means it's not an Elliott car, but it is everybody's favorite people's champ, Matt DiBenedetto. This is a ridiculously nice looking car for only one reason. The white nose and transitioning to that on the hood is awesome. I love it. The numbers, frankly, could be where they're supposed to in the middle, and it wouldn't change a thing. They don't have to be this far back. But I love the hood on this. No, this is an Elite, so it doesn't light up. But I love the nose on this. So I would love to have this car, but with the 21 just in the middle of the door. But it is what it is. He did win the Open in this, technically, so I could race win this thing. You know, put a little on it, and I don't know, I think he had a mark on the right side or something. But I could add a couple little, which one have lights? There's a special car. It's an ARC light-up car. Costs the same amount as an Elite, but it's on an ARC plastic chassis. And then there's a switch that lets you turn the light on in the rear. So, but yeah, so this car is the Matt DiBenedetto All-Star car. That bright neon yellow Menards going on. Very bright. But, yeah, so this will be one more of the D-Burritos to get rolling through. All right, our last car is going to be controversial, because I like it controversially. Actually, first, let's answer some questions first. Gotta give you something to look forward to while I'm answering all these boring questions, right? No. Your questions are all fun. I want to make sure I answer them. All right, so let's scroll up here. Down with the Elliott Empire. Which ones have lights? As I said, ARC has a special light-up edition. Thoughts for a night race Busch Clash? I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I like the idea of having the Clash on a weekday night. I think that's kind of neat. But I also think it's a product of what they're doing. With COVID and stuff, this is the year to do it. But I think if at some point they decide to go back to speed weeks, where you have the shootout, qualifying, testing, you have 2 full weeks there, and at the end of the first week is qualifying and the shootout, and at the end of the second week is the actual 500. I think that would work out just fine. But it's a road course. I think road racing in general tends to be pretty dry. Because especially this big of a road course. Look, at the end of the day, the best tracks are short tracks because you're always in traffic. You're never that far away from getting into traffic. There's always action. Once you're at a road course, they can get really strung out. And I'm telling you right now, if tomorrow night they get really strung out, everyone's going to be looking around like, that was really stupid. And I think people are going to be wanting to go back on the oval, which frankly might work just fine. But just saying, that might be something that's worth worth a note before we jump in. That's my prediction. Let's see here. Did I get any of the All-Star light-ups? I did not get many of them. I have the win with the light-up and none of the others. I was debating getting the whole set of light-ups and showing them off, but I I'm looking at a house, and I don't want to throw any extra money on it if I didn't have a way to sell it yet. So if I had my website up, 100% would have done it. And if I can get the ending of my website up and get it finished off here, and I can still get them all, I will get them all in just to put on my website. At cost, but that way I can get them in and do the videos on them. Let's see. Has to be Harvick. No, the last one's not Harvick. Jason Jacoby called me out. You don't do anything for your fans. Yeah, isn't he like creepy? Ty Dillon wins the Clash. You heard it here first. I will have heard it there first. Yes, if that comes true, I will have heard it from you first. Found a Ryan Blaney Talladega win. So should I get that instead of Denny's 500 win? Because I was going to do Denny Hamlin 2020 Daytona 500 and 164th with the 124th and put in a separate area. Dude, it's always yours. Like it's there's no way to tell which one to and not to get. Most people would say, is it worth it to pay and get a 2013 Trevor Bayne Iowa win? No, not really. It's not really that great a car. For me, being as I was there, I really want that car, and I have it. But that's my point. Like, it's your collection. Your collection is literally your story. You know these cars. You know the cars in your collection. So, I feel like 2311 was made for Bubba. Yeah, I mean 2311 is a good fit. They're really capitalizing on Bubba's marketability. And I think they're going to do okay this year. I do think that people have underrated Bubba in certain stances and overrated him in others. You know, they've got the idea he's going to go out and be, a contender this year. And, I mean, sure, he might have a chance to win a race or two somewhere. But I do not see Bubba Wallace being a top 5 driver this year. He will be borderline playoff. He'll either be in on a win or battling there in the points. He's going to do what he always does, which is struggle on the road courses. He's not generally a top tier road racer. He's good on short tracks. Martinsville, Bristol, those are 2 of his best tracks right there. So he'll do well there. He'll do pretty decent at Daytona. 1.5 miles are probably, middle of the road. He'll be average or right about where you'd want him to be. And then the other things are the intermediates, the Phoenixes, the Richmonds, that style tracks. Those are the ones that I think we're going to see him more. We're going to find out how talented he is. If he's outrunning the Gibbs cars, we know, all right, he's good. If he's way off the pace, okay, we got some problems. But if he's just slightly off the pace, we can be a little bit more generous there. But you got to remember, this is not a Levine Family Racing thing. This is going to be a full-blown 5th Gibbs car, essentially. It's, again, equipment-wise, you are looking at that quality. So, let's see here. Favorite race win diecast from 2017. Just curious. Dude, Kasey Kahne's Indy win, hands down. Like, you got to know it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love that Kurt Busch car from the 500. It's a great car. But hands down, it has to be that Kasey Kahne Indy win. I got the Truex Tool Autograph Chicago in 2. That's in my top 3 because obviously I was there. But, man, that Kahne Indy win, hands down, got to be the favorite. Let's see. What do I think everyone is hyping up Bowman this year? I don't know. He got into the last 8 and was running competitively. But Chase Elliott was winning. So, I mean, my whole problem with any of those guys that aren't the top guy at their team is they're always going to have their teammate outrunning them. Not always, but I mean, that's the thing we see with Stuart Haas. Stuart Haas won a ton of races in 2018. But let me go and give you the number. Kevin Harvick had 8, Kurt Busch had 1, Eric Almirola had 1, and Clint Bowyer had 1. Technically 2. He actually won 2 with the Michigan rainout, but 1 more lap and Harvick was going to get back around him. So it would have been 9-1-1-1. Which means Kevin Harvick dominates that team, wins all the races. And the other ones do nothing. And same thing kind of went this year. Kevin Harvick had, 8, 9 wins? And Custer had 1, and the other 2 had 0. 0. Okay? So that's how it generally works. You have one guy that's kind of the dominator, and the rest of them are sort of there. It's not 2014 anymore. Back then, you would see it more balanced. You used to have Hendrick cars winning 4 races. He'd win 4 races. He'd win 4 races. But now it's very lopsided on most teams. I mean, the only time I can think it's not been is 2019 Gibbs, and that's because they were just so dominant. I mean, Truex had 8, Hamlin had 6, and I think Busch had 5. So that's the last truly dominant year. But like you look at last year, Hamlin had a bunch. Busch had 1, and Truex had 1, and I don't even know who was the other. Why am I don't even know who the other Gibbs guy was. 11, 18, 19, 20 didn't even win. Christopher Bell. No, not Christopher Bell. Eric Jones. But that's my point. So basically, you have one guy that tends to be the dominant car of the stable. Last time that didn't happen was, again, 2019. That's because you had two dominant cars. I think the 11 and the 19 had the dominant cars, and then Kyle Busch is phenomenal. Look, you can't overlook it. Kyle Busch is a phenomenal race car driver. So, but yeah, so that's my prediction. I think Bowman will basically be playing second fiddle to Elliott. If Elliott gets knocked out and Hendrick is the dominant car, Bowman's got a shot to win. But that's just my approach to it that I think we're going to be looking at. All right, that was a long explanation, so let's see. Race wins I'm missing. Johnson's 2013 Martinsville, Hamlin 2019 Phoenix. Yes, so Hamlin's Phoenix win is a DNP. I have seen that on eBay, or I think I saw it on eBay. I can't remember. Somebody had a custom of it, though. And the 2013 Martinsville, that's a tough one. Picked up a Dale Jr. rookie car, rookie cup car with the last ride autograph. Nice. Put those together. That's a good set. Bowman is not in any different equipment. They're just switching the numbers, I think, and the crew, or maybe they're either switching numbers or they're switching teams. But I don't think you're going to see much difference because he's still working with the same guys. Just because the number change doesn't mean the equipment change. And even if it did, it's still Hendrick stuff, and he's still with the same crew chief. So I don't think it's going to change too much. Just got the Bain win, 500 auto win. Yes, the 500 win looks great. It's the tandem draft, so the bumper's all scraped up. Does anyone know if the Ryan Blaney 164 throwback gold series? What? Oh, gold series. Let's see. That's the non-authentics. I have no idea. Any 164th questions can be directed to the comments. Let's see here. Didn't Harvick have a what is that? Singly? I think you're trying to say something else. More wins. I think that's what it is. Harvick had more wins than any other team combined. Well, if you're talking, no, because Hendrick would have had, what, 5, 1. I guess that's only 7, but Gibbs had, actually, he might have outscored every team. Even, what did Logano have? 2, 3? 2 and 3, 1. I think he might have. Kevin Harvick may have single-handedly outscored every other team. I have to look. Let's see. Show us a Jones car. I don't have a Jones car out. I'm just looking up pulling these out for today. Actually, I don't even have a good Jones car to pull out yet. I'll have to find another one. Gibbs had 10 wins last year? Because Denny had 6, and then it's 1 and 1. That's only 8. You're going to have to tell me where Gibbs had 10 wins. Because I only count at least 8. So unless Hamlin had more wins than I thought, but I think Hamlin had 6 again. 6 or 7, but it's only 1 apiece for Truex and Busch, so... Elliott Rolex. I have not pre-ordered that yet. I want to see the detail on it first before I decide to throw that big-time money out there. Yeah, Hamlin only had 6 or 7. He did not have 8. So, yeah, I think that was how that one worked. Still think Hendrick will put more money into Bowman's car this year. I mean, it's not the money. They all have the same car, basically. I mean, it's not like one car has all the better pieces. I mean, sure, Elliott's Phoenix car had the best of every piece. Don't get me wrong. They put all the effort on that car. But when it's all 4 cars going to, the second race of the year, which is, I think, Homestead. So when they all go to Homestead, they're all going to have pretty much identical parts and pieces on those cars. The only difference you're going to find out is between how well they tune that car. And what I've found what I've seen is Chase Elliott and Alan Gustafson have had the better luck, or they've done a better job of tuning their car than Alex Bowman and Greg Ives, or William Byron, and I think he's Rudy Fugel's there now, so we don't even know what that's going to look like. Same goes for Kyle Larson. So we just don't know what's going to happen there yet, but we do know from the history that historically Elliott and Gustafson have done better than Bowman and Ives. Let's see here. Favorite Kyle Busch car in my collection? Got to be the Chicago win. Got to see it in person. If you guys want Brett Moffitt Atlanta 2018 win, it's on Lionel Shop for $22. That's a good deal right there. Even if you don't want it, it's a good truck if you ever want to make something custom. I have some of those Moffitt trucks that came in, and frankly, they're not selling all that well online. I'll probably have them turned into his Michigan from 2016 and some other custom Moffett trucks, because why not? I got a collection, and I got basically good donors to use, so may as well try them out. Because the donors aren't selling for much, not worth much even in the selling, or on the even worth shipping. So, what's a COT I want but don't have? Brad Keselowski's first win would be one. The Elite of the Daytona 500 from 2009. I have the ARC, so I kind of half count that one, but I've been searching for the Elite, so that's one that I'd be after. Honestly, not that many Elites that I'm really, or not that many Car Tomorrows. I've kind of got the ones I've really wanted. I'm sure there's another one out there that I'm missing that I haven't already said, but I really can't remember which one it would be. Yeah, I think it would just be that the main one is that Keselowski, and then that Kenseth one, because 2009 had some good ones, but those are the two main ones. So let's see. Kyle Busch won on your birthday in the year 2020 due to rain delay, so I might get it. Dude, you gotta get it, especially if he's your guy. Kyle Busch is your guy, you gotta get it. What are your thoughts on Kurt Busch Clash car? I like it. It's a good car. I'm actually going to do a paint scheme video probably tomorrow at some point, or I'm going to try and have it made. Not sure if it'll release. I might release it on qualifying day, which is Wednesday, because I want to do both the Daytona paint scheme, or sorry, it might be Friday or so. I want to do the Daytona paint schemes along with the Clash paint scheme. So I want to make sure I've seen every paint scheme running next weekend before I make the video. 2012 Kyle Shootout Elite. They only made 165. Nice. It's a small number of them, too. What are my thoughts? Oh, wait, I just did that one. Sorry. Consistency doesn't mean anything if you can't win. Yeah, unfortunately. It does help. It'll get you into the round of 8, but it won't get you much further. You've got to win to get further. You either have to have the points from winning, or you have to win in that round. You're not going to point your way through without winning at some point in the year. So it's unfortunate, but it's just the way it is. And frankly, that's okay. You should remember the good drivers for the winning they did. But I think stage racing actually hurts the amount of winners. I think you would see more variety of winners throughout the year if they didn't have stage racing. Because when you fell a lap down, you didn't know if you were going to get another yellow. And so sometimes you wouldn't get another yellow, and you'd just be stuck a lap down. And it sounds dumb, but at the same time, it made you really pay for your mistakes. And that's how you'd see guys that had a 5th place car win the race, because the top 4 all had some sort of issue, or maybe 3 did, and he would find a way, that guy would find a way to strategize his way to the front, and they could win a race. Where in stage racing, the strategy really is not there, because when the yellows are coming. Where when you didn't know when they were coming, you could take a chance and hope for the best. Chase Elliott won on your birthday, and you were there in person. Well, you got to get an autographed Elite light up. Like, you got to spend the whole bank on that. Too late. Yeah, I've just told you what you got to do. Let's see here. You thought about getting Brad's Keystone Light card? No, that is an ugly car, and that is a bad beer. No, it is not good in any way. Oh, man, I don't know why they went to Keystone of all their brands. I mean, you have all the Miller brands. Gosh, there are so many other ones they could have done. Just bought your first 124th ARC in like 10 years. Besides the liquid color, Bowman Patriotic 2018. This car is really disappointing. The weight, my overall complaint. Yeah, it does. It really does scream cheap. That's why I went with the Elite. They're still metal. They're definitely more expensive, but frankly, if you look at the old price of the ARC from 2017, which was $69, I think. Realistically, I think it would have been moved up to $72 by this year, just with price increases. So you're talking about $15 more. And the difference between 2017 ARC and 2018 Elite is pretty decent. You do get the same weight and stuff, but you get a black interior, you get actual undercarriage detail and engine detail, not just a plastic block. Like I said, the black roll cage is a nice add-on. So I find that the 2018 Elites and up are still a fairly decent deal. The ARCs to me just feel too cheap for me to jump on, so that's just my kind of deal. I mean, the bonus to the ARCs is they do get dirt cheap. You can buy it for like $20 after a couple years. So, all right, let's see here. Do I have any of the old Team Caliber cars? Just one or two. I think I just have one or two of them. I can't remember specifically which ones. Yeah, no, just a couple. And the Team Caliber cars that I have are the Carl Edwards Customs. So those are the only ones I have at this point for Team Caliber. Let's see. Which race wins do you recommend for the 2020 season? So I would say Daytona 500 is always a good one, just because it was such a crazy and iconic race. I mean, that was a great finish. So I would say 2020 Daytona 500. I would say Chase Elliott's All-Star win's going to be big. The Phoenix car always is a good car. Whatever the championship closing race, that and the Daytona 500, the two bookend races, easy getters. Those are always just memorable cars. Other memorable races throughout the year really is the way to go. I would say Talladega was pretty memorable. People remember that. That was a great finish. I would say potentially the Martinsville race in the fall where Elliott got in, maybe. The Bristol night race was pretty decent. That was a great duel to the end. Darlington was pretty solid. So there's a lot of good ones out there. If you had to pick 5, I think you're going to get at least the 2 bookends. Then you're going to have either the All-Star or the Martinsville for one of those 2 would be in there. The Bristol night race or Darlington, one of the 2, maybe both. Again, just depends on kind of your preferences. And then, I don't know, probably one of the other Hamlins, maybe. Maybe Cole Custer's first win, William Byron's first win, something like that. Let's see here. What purchase do you regret? None of them that I'm super regretful on. I think there's probably some out there that are like, that I can admit I probably overpaid a little on. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with most of the cars I've gotten over time. Let me think if there's one out there. I know there's got to be one. There's got to be one like I overpaid or just got a car I really didn't like. The thing is, when I do get a car I don't like, I just sell it off right away. So it's not like a super big deal. Let me look around here and see. There's got to be one. I know there's one out there that I'm just kind of like, I can sell it immediately. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a lot of regretful ones out there. Because, as I said, I usually sell... Oh, there we go. Natalie Decker's truck. We'll go with the Natalie Decker truck. Paid normal amount. Never really cared too much about it. So I'd say Natalie Decker truck. Let's go with that one. All right. Is there a car you said you'd show? Yes, there is a car. I'm doing all questions first. So that way I get them all done and I can wrap it up with the car. So yes, there is one more car. There is one more. I'm trying to get through all the questions, but man, you guys are loading me up with questions faster than I can knock them down. Going to watch them draw for the Clash in like 25 minutes. Oh, I didn't know they were going to do it on TV. I mean, I don't know if it's worth watching, honestly. They just draw a number, but I don't know. There's only entertainment to me if the car is on the track. Unless there's some type of big show going on and a bunch of fans are there, not worth it to me, honestly. It seems like a decent way to do it at least. The least they could do is stream it on YouTube Live or something. Why did Lionel make the Matty D light up car? Yeah, it is a false car, but it's still kind of neat. I didn't get the light up car, so I'm accurate. But yeah, that's kind of how that's kind of where it's, not a big deal. I'm not going to complain about Lionel adding an extra car. Found a Jimmy Johnson rally car for new. Nice. When can you get tickets for your favorite driver? When you can't get tickets and your favorite driver wins at your home track? Oh man. That had to be Martinsville, because Martinsville screwed a lot of people out of their tickets. I'm almost certain it's got to be, because Daytona I don't think had that issue. Let's see. Jason Ohlert. Why did that name remind me of something? I don't know. Unless you're from Kansas, let me know if that's the case, because then I might know like one of your relatives or something. Let's see here. Oh, Harvick Brickyard. Oh, did they not let any fans in for that? That's a bummer, man. And he's won twice in a row now, too. But so at least you should have gotten to see him last year, I'd think. When is the rally car supposed to ship? I think next week at some point. Okay. You're in Kansas City. Okay, well, I might know a relative of yours. We'll see. Let's see here. So we're going to go with the last one here. And the last car is going to be a political car. This car is going to be a interesting. Well, I said political. You already know what it is. I mean, there's really no more hiding on this guy. All right, here we go. There's not even a driver name on this. It's a an interesting one. We'll say that. It's honestly a really good looking paint scheme. Like ignore and stuff. It's pretty cool with the blue and the red and the white. Obviously it's got Trump's name there, 2020. It's the only political car. I know they made the 47 car. I didn't care for that. It was so bland and basic. This car actually has some pretty cool paint scheme stuff to it. It's a election car, which is kind of neat. What is that? DIN 50. So overall, pretty nice car. It's not Corey LaJoy. Look, they did not put his name on the name rail. They did not want his name. Or I shouldn't say they didn't. I don't know if it was Corey's choice or their choice or whose choice. But basically, they just kind of said, you know what? Probably best to just leave him off so that way Corey doesn't have to take a bunch of flack and, you know, that kind of stuff. Because, you know, whether you like Trump or not, look, if the guy drove the car, he just drove the race car. That's only his job. You don't have to go ripping after the guy. But, you know, unfortunately, there are a lot of people on Twitter who are absolutely stupid beyond all reason. And, yeah, you know they would do that, so. But, yeah, so, again, a pretty solid-looking car, honestly. I really like it here. And then, you know, Trump 2020 there, so not a bad car. And I'm actually going to put this right next to the Black Lives Matter car, and then I'm going to take a picture of it, and it's going to be my my profile picture on, I think, Twitter or something, so we'll see how many brains I can melt. But yeah, I think I'm going to do something like that with it because I think that'd be more fun. But so that's the last one. I'm going to have a review on that one, and then I'm going to put something up on the other channel. If you haven't already, check out the other channel. It's called Race Craze Unlocked. I'm going to link it or get back to linking that channel to all my videos. I have to get on PC or desktop to do that. I do most of my other stuff through my phone. So once I get on there, I'm going to do a bunch of that. But yeah, so check out that channel if you haven't already. That is where I will do more of the colorful rants about this stuff because I have no worries about getting demonetized or any of that crap because YouTube can't touch me because I'm not monetized. So yeah, so the unlocked channel is where I'm going to go off on this car, or not off, but you know, you get my point. So that's where you'll find the colorful stuff. Race reviews might go over there. We'll see. But that'll wrap up today's video. A little shorter than usual. Let me give you one more question here. I see who are my Daytona picks for everything: Clash, Duels, qualifying, and the 500. So, number one, the Clash. Got to be Chase Elliott or Truex. Road course specialist. Easy picks there. Duels, Logano, Harvick, depending on which one they're in. They've been pretty good the last 2 years. They've been pretty consistent. And, you know, I think those two, it all depends. Because you could have 400 cars in one, and one of them's got to win it. So, those are just the ones that they've won it consistently. They seem to win their duel a lot. And then qualifying, I think the pole sitter is going to be either a Hendrick car, or if they go, if it's a Toyota, we're going to go ahead and say Bubba Wallace wins the pole in his first try. If it's rigged, you know, the whole kind of conspiracy there. But, I'm betting a Hendrick car, maybe Larson. Let's see. And then the 500, Ryan Blaney. I think Ryan Blaney's going to get it. He's been so close already. So, you know, he's already had like 3 close chances at it. So I think this year he might be able to get her done. So, again, I think the 500's just unpredictable beyond all reason. This package doesn't allow the driver. I mean, it allows them to do stuff, but not to near the degree that they used to be able to. I mean, as far as just, you know, manhandling their way up to the front, it's a lot of catching a good run and getting a good push. So, but yeah, that'll wrap up the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Do let me know in the comments below if you've had, or not in the comments below. Thumbs up, that's what it is. Yeah, I didn't have my Custer yet. That's coming. Don't worry, they're on the way. Actually, it should have been here. I thought it was on the list. I'll have to look. But anyway, I don't have it yet, so it should be coming. But anyway, do give it a thumbs up. Check out, I will have one more video going up later tonight. Also, all the eBay stuff. I think it's already ended, but keep an eye on the page. I think I'll have some more stuff up later in the week at some point. I have a lot of, well, I'm just not even going to sugarcoat it. What I have sitting around here. Look at all of this. That's all stuff that has to be sorted in one way or the other. Some of it has to just, you know, this is some of the new stuff. But just, you can see I'm going to be very busy for the next little while. So, bear with me. But yes, the eBay page will be pretty restocked at some point here in the later parts of the week. So, hope you guys all had a good time. We'll see you later tomorrow night after the duels for a race review or a recap. Not sure if it'll be live or if it'll be a video, but we'll find out tomorrow. So, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next Diecast review.